Hello, fellow earheads. I am the Disgirl, and this is episode 1 of my video blog for becoming a college program cast member. Episode 1 is entitled "It All Started with a Phone Interview." I did have my phone interview this morning. It is very late now. It's almost 11 o'clock my time on the East Coast. And I was just posting this blog for any of my fellow hopefuls that still need to take their phone interview, or anyone in the future who is thinking about doing the college program wants to know what the phone interview involves. Well, first and foremost, I think we should start with interview prep. Obviously, there are tons of different vlogs and blogs out there that you can get plenty of information on what kind of questions they're going to ask you, best ways to get the jitters out, suggestions and helpful tips. The thing that I did to prep for my interview this morning, honestly, was about an hour before the interview started. I put on one of my favorite Disney CDs, which is the We Love Disney CD that just came out a couple months ago. I find it very good for the purpose of calming yourself before the interview, because it's got a lot of fast-paced songs in it, so you can dance your nervous energy out. It's also got a lot of soothing and calm songs as well, so that'll help relax you. Now to the actual interview. My interviewer's name was Jenny. She called about 5 minutes after my scheduled time, which was 10 a.m. this morning. And a lot of the questions she asked were very basic general interview questions. Are you comfortable with the Disney look? Are you comfortable working outside in the heat or inside in really cold air conditioning, because you know they pump the air in there? And then we started talking about the jobs that would be available to me as a cast member if I got accepted. Now, many people will tell you that you absolutely do not need experience in any kind of work industry to sign up for this program, and that is totally true. But if you do have any kind of work experience, believe me, they will try and push you towards roles that match your experience. The roles that I wrote down on my application were the Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique, attractions, and merchandise. Now, my interviewer did have questions for me on all three of those, but she really tried to point me towards vacation planning, which is something I'd never considered, and she said that because I have 6 years of experience working in retail. She thought that it would be a good fit for me because I'd be able to understand the POS system better. Now, some of the questions that were involved in the vacation planner section of my interview were: are you comfortable being able to figure out 128 different ticket combinations to sell to your guests? What kind of ticket would you give a guest, or how would you handle a guest that says that they're here for the entire weekend but only wants one ticket for the entire weekend? And then the Bibbidi Boppidi Boo Boutique's big question that I got asked was, what would you do if the parents didn't like the makeover that their child was given? For attractions, it was, how would you tell a child that they are too short to ride on any of the attractions? And there were a lot of questions asked of me about merchandise, again, because I had 6 years of experience, so I guess my interviewer just kind of figured I knew what I was talking about and didn't really need any help in that area, especially because I do also currently work at the Disney store, which is awesome, and I'll touch on that in a later vlog, because for the next couple weeks it's the waiting game, so it's just going to be a bunch of one-off vlogs about different topics and things like that. The end of the interview, I was given the opportunity to ask questions of my interviewer. Do absolutely have questions, even if you have to come up with it off the cuff. It lets them know that you're interested in the position. You absolutely have to ask questions. I've never left an interview where I asked questions that I didn't get some kind of call back from the people I was interviewing with. That being said, I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about this vlog. It is going to be a weekly vlog, so I'm going to do one episode a week, probably posted on Wednesdays. This one's going up tonight. It's Monday night because today's the day I had my phone interview. Each week's going to have a theme to it. This week's was It All Started with a Phone Interview, of course, because that's where the process starts after the application, and the web-based interview is the phone interview. Now, next week I'm going to need you guys to help me out with. Next week I'm going to dedicate 2 questions that I may not have answered that you would like to ask about the phone interview or the web-based application or just the regular application in general. For those of you that are still thinking about applying, there's still plenty of time for that, don't worry. Because for the next couple weeks I'm going to be in the waiting game. Now, the waiting game unfortunately can take up until mid-March, I was told, so hopefully not. Hopefully I hear back sooner than that, but you never know. So yes, please like, comment, subscribe, especially comment below to leave your questions for me to answer in the next video. I will say that the deadline for those videos, or for the questions for the video, is going to be the 26th, which is a Tuesday, so I have time to write down answers and record the video before I post it on Wednesday. Anyway, thanks for watching the Disgirl vlog number 1. Again, this is a vlog about the college program, giving helpful hints, tips, my experiences if I get into it for this session, all those other things. Now, fellow earheads, once again, please submit your questions for next week's vlog, and always remember, if you can dream it, you can do it.